All right, guys, so we're back with our Serafin BJJ Jiu-Jitsu move of the week. This week we're going to show you a no-gi half guard pass, and what we're going to do is use a submission attempt and a threat to get the guard pass, and then use that submission to finish once we pass the guard. So we're going to deal with passing the half guard, and we're going to talk about two situations. One, the knee shield, where they're actually going to start in the knee shield, so we're going to clear it and get them flat, and then once we get them flat, we're going to set up a cool pass. This is what I've been using since like 1999. I actually learned this move from a book called Secret Positions back in the day, and I've been using it ever since, and it's a great way to get past a tough half guard. So Brandon here is going to be in this half guard, and we're going to be in a knee shield position. And one of the biggest issues with knee shield is as I try to pull weight and grab the head, he's able to frame me off with his knees and his arms. So one of the things I like to focus on is the angle. If I'm driving straight into his body with my knees basically parallel to his head, it's very easy for him to hold me off because he has good structure. So what I like to do is put a little weight in and turn slightly. Right? I'm trying to turn my knee to his hip, so I'm now going to be parallel with his leg, perpendicular, close to perpendicular with his hip. And from there, I can kind of swim my body over his hip. From this position, depending on his arm positions, his body positions, I can either flatten his hip out, or I can come up and go for a head control. In this situation, I'm going to get head control, so my left arm is going to shoot under his head. I'm going to bring my left knee with me, so that my left knee is up in his armpit. And then from here, I know most likely he's going to start trying to frame my head. He wants to push away and create space. So I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to grab his tricep, I'm going to slightly lift, and I'm going to push his arm through. As soon as that happens, I go basically ear to his shoulder, locking his arm in place, and I can lock my hands in. From this position, it's very, very hard for Brandon to move or do much to me, but he's going to most likely hold onto my leg tight because he knows I want to pass. So to try to get my leg through, I'm going to come up on my toes, and I'm going to pike up. I'm going to bring my butt high to the air, I'm going to walk my feet in. And that's going to create a gap between my body and his body. So my free leg, my left leg, is going to slide in. I'm going to use my shin to shear through his legs and flatten myself out. Once I'm here, I keep my arm triangle, I keep my ear close to his hip, and I'm just going to bring my feet out and walk perpendicular. I'm going to keep myself low, I'm going to drive my chest forward to finish my arm triangle choke. Okay? So that's our using our arm triangle to finish the guard pass and then finish the choke. So we'll do the same exact thing from the other side so you guys can see a body and knee position. So again, if I'm parallel with Brandon and I drive into him, it's very easy for him to hold me off. So what I'm going to do is create an angle. I want to tuck my knee inside. That way, if I bring my weight in, the only thing I really have to deal with is knee shield. So I can swim my body through and come down. Again, a lot of times, if he's framing me real hard, I'd stay low. If he allows me to come up high, I will come up high. Now that I have the head position controlled with my left shoulder, my left knee is sliding up to help create a wide base. From here, I lock my hands, try to keep my pressure. He's going to try to push me away, so I'm going to take my hand off. I'm going to grab his tricep, and I'm going to lift my head. I'm going to push his arm through. From here, I then lower my ear down, and I lock my hands together. Now I'm in no rush. I take my time, and I'm ready. I'm going to come up on my toes, lifting my butt, creating a gap between my belly and his belly. My free leg will slide through, shearing, coming through, and dropping my hips. From this position, I'm going to walk my hips out to perpendicular, keeping my toes flat. I'm going to drive my chest forward as I squeeze my bicep, finishing the choke. Okay? We'll do it one more time. So again, different angles so you guys can see different ways. We'll start with our knee shield position. And again, this is the angle I'm trying to avoid. It's very easy for him to hold me off, so my angle changes. From here, I bring him down. I get my head control. Again, I'm bringing my knee with me, so my base is wide, and I'm keeping him flat. Whenever I feel him start to push me away, I lift my head, I push the arm through, and I go ear to ear, keeping my hands controlled. In this position, you're in no rush. You're in a great spot. Again, when you are ready, you're going to come up on your toes, and then you're going to lift your butt, piking up, bringing weight towards your head. I'm going to take my free leg, I'm going to slide it through, and I'm just going to slide out, pushing down with my left knee. As I shear the hips down into a flattened position, I walk out to perpendicular, I keep my toes flat, I try to put weight on my left elbow by driving my chest forward, and that compression is going to lock in our arm triangle choke. So again, this is a great way to blend a submission threat with your guard passes and still get the submission when you're finished. If you like the videos, like, subscribe, and share. Thank you guys.